Left side appeared to be pumped up, so must have another issue on the regional Camaro. So we'll get them grouped up and try it once again.
Water.
Thank you. I'm good right here.
Well, I tell you what, these group of drivers here, they're racing tonight with that $1,000 hanging out there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, goodness. But I was so impressed when they came out of turn 4 there for a battle for about 4th, 5th, and 6th, 3 wide.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Fighting for it.
And racing clean, I might add.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Respecting one another. And it impressed me, Dale, as fast as they were single file on the restart, they quickly got back to the whip again at 2 and 3 wide racing.
It didn't take them long. Now, I believe the green light is off. Yes, it is. We're getting set for another restart. Jones has been firing early. Let's see if he makes them wait this time. Sometimes Chris will do that. You don't want them figuring out when you're firing.
Ready for a restart.
There he goes.
He did not. He went the same place.
Boy, he played mind games with him, though. Look at the lead he got away from him.
Yes, sir. 2 car links now for Chris Jones. Showtime rides second. Josh Ayers took a look to the inside, and they continue the battle back there for 5th spot, rather, side by side for 5th and 6th behind them.
A lot of racing going on the track, but right now, as they come out of turn number 4, they're single file now coming out of turn 4.
Mitchell Paris out of shape, slides up the hill, kept it off the wall, though, in the 3. He's got Bailey Hip to his inside in the 777. In front of them, Tyler Abernathy goes to work on Ray Hudson for 4th spot.
All right, so we'll see how things develop.
Abernathy slides up the hill. He got into the marbles. He's got Mitchell Paris closing in on his back bumper. Abernathy able to keep that Nova rolling, though. He holds on to 5th.
I am so impressed, Dale, with the track conditions. I figured my equipment would be a dust cloud right now. It's perfect. I can see clearly. The dust is gone.
You need to thank Mr. Lloyd Burgess up there.
Yes, sir.
He does our track work, and he is one of the
Oh, trouble back straightaway. 2 cars go spinning and grinning. Yellow flag is out.
That's Michael Smart, and I believe McBriar got caught up in that. Gavin McBriar.
Caution coming out. 2 cars go spinning in different parts of the back straightaway. A late race caution ensues here.
Smart's got the B&H Motors number 36 pointed in the right direction. McBriar's got his turned around. Looks like we're going to go check the Speedway, make sure there's no debris over there.
And I was going to say this, and I said this during the race, and now we have the crowd, they can hear us and the broadcast as well. Me and Dell were just talking about this. I've announced for 25 years, and I've traveled to so many dirt tracks, pavement tracks, you name it, especially in dirt track racing, and I have seen some dust bowls. I have seen some. I've been announcing races where you go and you can't see anything. I feel bad for the fans because I'm looking inside the glass in the booth, and it's hard to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But props to Harris Speedway. The track conditions are really pristine tonight. Give them a round of applause. How about it? The man that works on the track is right there on the flag stand. Dale, you were telling me about that gentleman.
Mr. Lloyd Burgess, folks. Give Lloyd a big hand. Shane as well.
Mr. Burgess, round of applause, buddy. Good track conditions, man.
We were talking on the way up here that we went to St. Augustine Raceways down in Jacksonville.
Yes, sir.
In St. Augustine. The brand new track, and they had to have a Tampa guys running down there. And I'm going to tell you something. There was more clay and dirt on our car than there was on the track.
Mercy.
It was unbelievable.
And Dale, he's unveiling how old he is. He mentioned have a Tampa. That's back in I was 4 or 5 years old when that series was around.
All right, guys. Look, my Geritol's back at the house, okay? Don't leave me alone.
I was trying to remember if I was at that one or not. I went to St. Augustine a couple times.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I remember those Have a Tampa days, seeing some of the greats like Southern Gentleman Freddie Smith and Scott Bloomquist before he ever got in the 0 when he was in the 18 car. Bazooka, Freddie Smith and the teams in there. And, of course, the Flintstone Flyer, the late Mike Duvall. So many greats.
Yes, sir.
Watching them.
they're looking over there just out of the exit of turn number 2. I think they're seeing something
Debris,
there.
maybe debris.
Debris or something, and the safety crew is out there checking that out, wanting to make sure that that we can continue safely to finish this race.
I believe we got some fluid down the inside because
Maybe.
it seemed to be making them go through the same spot.
Right.
Might explain why the 18 of McBriar took off.
Right, it could very well be because that was down the back stretch. Those cars, when the spinning started coming out of 2 and really at the head of the back stretch.
Let's check in on Bumper Jack Craig in the pit area. Jack, what do you think of the racing so far here tonight, bud? He can't hear us. Never mind.
Yeah.
I tried to set the brother up, try to give him an FM transmitter, earpiece, earbuds, all that, and crossed the fence and the signal went out. So, yeah. He's a good guy, though.
Yes, he is.
Actually, Dale, I am planning on retiring after 12 years as being the voice of Fast Track Racing Series. And Jack Craig could possibly be the man that will take my seat for sure.
Did
Definitely.
not get a better person.
I've known Jack for many, many years, back when he was announcing the Blue Ridge Outlaw Late Model Series, and we've developed a friendship not only as a colleague but as a friend. And I like you said, I think I couldn't find anybody person to take my seat. So, and a matter of fact, speaking of next Saturday night, Fast Track does kick off their season finally. We'll be in Tacoma, Georgia for the Georgia 50. That will be next Saturday night. We'll have racing on Friday and Saturday night. And by the way, the next coverage of CRN's short track Saturday night will be actually a Friday and Saturday night doubleheader. Bruce Barrett, we don't know about next week's schedule, but we do know for 4th of July, Independence Day, we're looking forward to going to Callaway, Virginia, Franklin County Speedway, a big, big show, the Independence Bash.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be a lot of fun.
How about this, Dale? Late models, open wheel modifieds, Bowman Gray style, the mini stock tour running for $3,000 to win for a mini stock race. Wow. Fireworks, just some of the crazy things, and a big $5,000 to win late model race to boot for $2,500 to win both nights on Friday and Saturday at Franklin County Speedway. You know Langley Austin from Race22.com.
Yes, sir. That's going to be fun.
They have cleared the track of the safety officials, and they've been given the one to go.
There we go.
I was noticing that the second place car was kind of getting inside during this, and I'm sure they were like, I'm going to get you.
It is sprint car time coming up next. Sprint car time. In the Traubadine Lubricants Carolina Sprint Tournament, we're back to green to settle it with the Pure Stocks. Dale Wilkerson with the call on CRN.
Once again, Chris Jones fired as soon as he got to the opening. Ray Hudson leaning on Showtime Nathan Pierce, trying to take second away from him. They settle it going down the front stretch into 1. Now side by side once again. Showtime up the hill. Ray Hudson getting it done on the inside.
And the crowd goes wild as Ray Hudson takes that second position.
Did y'all hear the roar of the crowd from the headsets?
Sir. Yes, I did.
Oh, my goodness. 2 to go.
Ray Hudson getting a lot of encouragement from the hometown fans as Ray's from just up the hill here from the Speedway.
Oh, he's diving down low to look at that second place spot.
Mitchell Parrish.
Oh, we got one off the pace, guys. We got one off the pace. Will he bring out a caution?
Showtime got a little crossed
up.
White flag.
No caution. We continue. As Mitchell Parrish gets off the speedway. Chris Jones out front by 7 car lengths. Ray Hudson rides second. Showtime trying to reel him back in, trying to hold off Tyler Abernathy and Bailey Hipp at the same time. Jones into turn 3 from Chesney, South Carolina. Pop's Garage Special, your winner, and $1,000 in the bank. Chris Jones.
Chris Jones, and the crowd is a roaring crescendo.
I mean, that's that number 11 car. And that's Ray Hudson. He made a great move to take that second place, and I thought this place was going to explode. The fans just loved that move that he made there for that second place.
Yes, they did.
And when it's all said and done, that number 40 car, what a phenomenal job there.
What a great race, guys.
Wow.
$1,000.
Yes, sir. Coming to the scale now. Let's see if he gets a thumbs up.
That Chris Jones?
Yes, sir.
We'll see if he gets it done here. The 0-4 entry. $1,000 payday. I think it's a thumbs up. I think it's official.
Yes, sir. Folks, let him hear you. Chris Jones.
Wow. An exuberant, wild crowd here at Harris, North Carolina, the home of the Harris Speedway, and down to Bantam Chef Restaurant Victory Lane.
Yeah,
And there's the 11 car. There's the big crowd for the 11. That's the 11 of Ray Hudson. How about it for him? Oh, look at that. Down to you, Jack Craig. It looks like it's getting fun down there in Victory Lane.
All right, Wesley, down here with your pure stock winner, Chris Jones, getting it done from the pole position, man. And, I mean, you know, car was, as you said, humming tonight, man.
Humming.
Yeah, I couldn't be more thankful for a group of guys like what we get to race with. Nathan's always a clean driver. Josh Harris, Ray Hudson. There's a lot of good guys out here, and I enjoy racing with them. This one goes to my dad. Happy Father's Day.
All right, Chris, I just got to say, man, you know, the pole sitter sets the pace. When coming off 4, I almost thought the car cut off.
Yeah, we slowed it down a little bit. Nathan's getting good at it, too, so I figured we'd get them run for the money from the go.
All right, man. Going home $1,000 richer tonight in the pure stock division, Harris Motor Speedway, Chris Jones.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack, go talk to the 11 of Hudson. People want to talk and hear from him.
Listen to this crowd.
Go talk to Hudson in 11, Jack Craig.
Ray Hudson, how about it, man? How'd it go out there, man?
Man, I lost the power steering about the 5th lap in. But
Wow.
Lost the power steering, 5th lap in. And these cars are a handful to drive anyways, man.
Man, it's a pain in the butt. Even when you got power steering on it, try to turn it like it. I'm telling you.
I know that's right, man. Step over here real quick, get a word with your 3rd place finisher, Showtime Nathan Pierce, man. Putting on a show out there. Hey, you got a fan club up there.
Well, that's good. We need them. I tell you, man, started losing oil pressure there about halfway through this thing and backed the pace down a little bit there and trying to save what we got. But I tell you, these guys are tough, man. Week in, week out, they just get better and better and better. Hey, we appreciate all the fans coming out tonight. Looks like a good crowd tonight. Put on a good show for them.
All right, there you have it. Harris Motor Speedway, your top 3 finishers in pure stock.
And Dale, I just want
to you, Wesley.
Thank you, Jack. Awesome job down there with our top 3 finishers. And Dale, I just want to throw something else in here as we put a closing chapter on this subject. You heard the roaring crescendo of the crowds. That's pure stock cars.
Yes, sir.
It's not late models.
That's
it's
right.
not modifieds. It's not sprint cars that we have coming up next. That is true grassroots Americana dirt track racing, pure stock, and these fans love those top 3 drivers.
Yes, they do.
And I want to add another thing that Hudson talked about, and that is his power steering went out. Do you realize he had to basically manhandle that car, and he was able to make a pass for 2nd place? You talk about being in shape. You got to be ready. You got to be ready to take control of the car.
You got to have him Cale Yarborough guns.
I'm telling you, that was a
Without the
fantastic
monkey.
job. Without
the
power
monkey.
steering.
Without pumping.
That's unbelievable.
Without power steering. But yes, for sure. The one we've all been waiting for. Are we ready? The Tribadine Lubricants Carolina Sprint Tour, Harris, North Carolina. Are you ready? Oh, I think y'all going to be a little bit more louder than that. Let's turn up the decibel leaders and go beep, 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 beep. Let's try this again. Are y'all ready for some winged warrior action? How about it?
They're doing tech right there. We can't have them there when we start.
Oh, we're gonna have to move tech. Okay, Flagman, can we have them move tech? That's not a good idea to have tech down there. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Woo. We're gonna pause here for just a moment to make sure we get those people in the infield out of harm's way for sure, and we'll get ready for this race. Fans, if you are wondering why there is like four-wheelers or push trucks behind the back of these sprint cars, they do not have transmissions. They do not have manual automatic transmissions. They're got to be pushed to get the fire. Once they go straight to get going, they'll fire up the engines. And Dale, there is bottom line a high gear and backing out of it. That's it.
That's it.
Bottom line.
You got the go pedal or the whoa pedal, and that
Go
whoa
pedal
is
and
when
the
you
whoa
let
pedal.
off. Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
There is no first, second, third, reverse, nothing.
Direct drive, making horsepower.
We're going to ask probably if we can get these officials to have these drivers move their pure stock cars back for safety as these cars are being wheeled off. What do you think, Bruce? Man,
This is a fantastic.
you've seen dirt
speedway.
track work. You covered dirt tracks. You covered pavement. You covered late models. You covered modifieds. Now you're covering sprint cars.
Yeah. I was impressed at Southern National. Of course, Southern National is an asphalt track, but they ran some